Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nemesis Gaming League, where you guessed it, grind continues. We are back for our fourth match of the night, going down to the Novice League. We've got Acceleration going up against Ignite. Your boy Psychonautic back in the booth, ready to bring you back to this action, and I'm joined by the director himself, GM of Evolution, Rocker Man. How you doing tonight? Hopefully, there's a lot on the line here for both of these teams. The winner of this team is going to move on to compete against Diffusion on Saturday, and the winner of that match secures the eighth seed in the playoffs, and they'll be going up against the number 1 seed Pawns. But the loser goes home, and their season ends here tonight, Rocker Man. So neither of these teams want to be walking home with their heads hanging.
Yeah, I want to apologize. I actually had my mic muted when I tried to talk about the hyping up this match. So my bad. So that was when you're streaming and casting at the same time. So apologies about that. But Psycho, as you said before, trying to introduce me, I'm excited for this matchup. We just had a crazy reverse sweep attempt by Whiteout. Shout out to Lucian Vortex. I know a lot of people in the chat were rooting for them to win, but Vortex couldn't quite get it done. A Whiteout, they clutched up, so shout out to them. And I'm hoping this one here, Psycho. Ignite has been on an insane run, winning their last 6 matches. I mean, we saw the reverse sweep on stream against Frost. I mean, that was an insane one, and we knew that Ignite had to win it and win its way out to make it in the play-ins, and they did at the 10 seed. And Psycho, they were my underdog pick in my article that I made about a play-in team that they can make a great run. And Psycho, in my bracket prediction, I predicted these guys to make it all the way to the grand finals, so they better not let me down here tonight. I'm going with Ignite in this one, and I'm hoping that they can pull it off here to take down Acceleration.
Oh my goodness. Well, hey, that sounds really good. That sounds like you got it all figured out, to be honest with you, Rocker Man. We'll have to see if Ignite can hold up to your hopes and dreams, if they can make your bracket predictions come true, or is Acceleration going to come from behind and smash those dreams? And honestly, Acceleration, I think this might be the first time that they've made it into the play-ins. Usually Acceleration goes straight to the playoffs.
Yeah, Acceleration, they're a 2-time champion in the Novice League way back in Season 3 and Season 4. When the Novice League first started and first came a thing in Nemesis, they were perennial championship contender. I haven't had quite the same success the last couple seasons, but I know these guys got a lot of great players on their team with RU Fluffy, who was formerly on Genesis, so I got some recognition with him, and then One Pop Shop and Fushiguro. I mean, they have been popping off as well, and Acceleration, I picked Ignite to go all the way, but if there was another team, Psycho, that I was predicting to make an underdog run, it was definitely Acceleration's ItzCharles, the new caster, make his way to the pitch, can't quite knock that one in, but, Acceleration, they are a great team as well. If Ignite doesn't make its way out of this one, I expect Acceleration to make a good run on that side of the bracket as well.
Yeah, and they probably will. They're known to make a good run in this playoff play-in scenario, so hopefully if they make it here past Ignite, they will do just that. But I gotta say, Ignite already looking pretty good, already looking a little bit more aggressive than Acceleration. We'll see if that pays off for them, as ItzCharles gonna leave the ball out of the corner. Vita there with it, gets a touch out to the mid. Rooni there, but he can't get the shot on target. Does get a demo on Fushiguro. ItzCharles puts it towards the mid. Vita's there, but he can't find the touch. Rooni can't get the touch either defensively, and this could be dangerous for Ignite as the ball's out in the mid. One pop shot, gonna just pop that sucker in.
Yeah, this one just a huge counterattack, left the last man back, and Fushiguro sends it up in the middle. Rooni trying to pre-flip at it, trying to get out of that, but One Pop Shop, they have been a shooter. Rooni may lead that team there, but excuse me, Rooney's on the other team, but One Pop Shop has definitely been the leader of his team, and made a good shot there, and it gave him an early lead, which is exactly what you want to see in the play-in tournament. Is Ignite's coming right back. Eladar, Vita, RL putting it in to tie things up.
Good play from Ignite there. Rooni taking it slow, getting a good flick over one of the defenders, but not able to get it in as 2 of the defenders pushed that out, but they did double commit, and it resulted in Vita coming in with the cleanup shot, gets the goal, ties us up at 1. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock as we have a tied ball game here in game number 1 of this best of 5 series. Charles coming off the side, getting control, flicking it out to the mid. Nobody from his team there to catch the pass. Are you Fluffy going to take control of it? Gets it past one in the mid, but the defense takes it away from him. One pop shot, missing his touch. Are you Fluffy missing his touch? 3 misses coming out. We got a novice moment on our hands, but ItzCharles makes something out of nothing, turns that around. The defense was nowhere.
And it's like another reason I'm rooting for this Ignite team is ItzCharles here, the new caster in the booth. I mean, he stepped up and made a huge impact for our casting team at the end of the season. I love listening to him in the pitch or in the booth, and love seeing him on the pitch as he's put on a good performance so far. But this one is not going to go in his favor as a one-pop shot again, striking through, giving Acceleration the lead right back.
Straight off the kickoff, one pop shot, not done popping off. He's going to tie us back up. 2 is the scoreline now with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left on the clock. Acceleration versus Ignite. Game number 1. This is already turning out to be quite the heated series. Vita trying to follow the ball. One pop shot, going to 50 with him. Rooni going to get beat out by Figaro in the midfield. ItzCharles throws it down, trying to get it out of Ignite's defensive zone. Rooni getting a touch, putting it back in the mid towards his net. Dangerous play there. He's able to stick with it. Looking for the pinch, can't get it. ItzCharles trying to help him out, but Acceleration taking it away from him. Vita with the pop, almost gets it over. Fluffy makes the stop out of the corner. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock now as Ignite mounts more and more offensive pressure, Rocker Man. But I don't know if I can't tell if Ignite has the advantage here. They certainly do in the shot department, but it seems like Acceleration's not giving up as much ground as they did in the first half of this game.
I feel like Acceleration, they've been able to capitalize like well on those couple mistakes that Ignite made, and you know that's really great to see out of the Novice League when you're capitalizing on mistakes. Like this one could be here. Rooney has to race back on the goal line just enough to get it, but I mean, for the most part, Acceleration has capitalized on almost every mistake that Ignite has made, and that is a great sign for them in this series, and at least in this game. But yeah, I think it's really close right now. The scoreboard also agrees with us there, Psycho. So really, next minute 20 here or so, I mean, it's going to be all about the next goal. I think next goal will win it, and both these teams are going to be fighting hard for it. Oh my goodness, Rooney, what is that?
Huge pinch coming off the sidewall. Rooney, known to be mechanical, known to get some touches that are just out of most novices' reach. He gets the second touch, the redirect. That was a clip of clips down here in the Novice League, Rocker Man.
Oh my goodness, that would be a clip of clips in Titan League. What was that? How did he just score that, Rooney? An absolute legend, and here comes ItzCharles to put another one in. And oh my goodness, what a table, a turntable here as Ignite up 4-2. My goodness, Psycho.
Yeah, Ignite starting to snowball at this point. And you can see in the chat, they're absolutely getting hype for them over themselves right now. In the final 60 seconds, they were able to take, or not even the final 60 seconds, within like, I want to say 10 seconds, they were able to gain a 2-point lead. Wow. Entering into this final 60 seconds of game number 1, and now they fully control the pace here, Rocker Man.
Psycho, and when someone hits a shot on you like that, here comes another one. Eleanor Vita just poured it on. I was gonna say, when someone hits a shot like that on you, Psycho, I mean, that's just so demoralizing. I mean, it was such a good shot. Rooney even boosted a little bit, so you knew it wasn't luck. And he was trying to shoot that one on net, and I mean, easily the best shot of his career, I'm sure. And doing it on stream in the play-ins here with their playoff hopes on the line. I mean, whoever wins this game survives a Saturday night, and whoever loses is going home. Their postseason run is over, so I mean, just huge momentum here for Ignite starting this one off, and with the final 30 seconds, looks like let some last-second shenanigans go on. They should be able to hold this one out.
Yeah, and you pointed out, you know, that might have been the best shot of his career. Oh, one pop shot, not done yet. Comes through the defense and gets a third goal for Acceleration. 21 seconds left on the clock. Definitely possible for Acceleration to come back, but they're going to need a quick goal.
Yeah, they need someone else maybe to step up or one pop shot, throw a couple more in 20 seconds. It's doable, but they need it one quick off the kickoff.
This is in their favor. Fushiguro gonna miss his touch, which might have been the end all for game number 1 here. One pop shot, popping it up in the midfield. He's there with it. He gets another touch. It's towards the mid. Fushiguro can't get the ball, but he does get the demo. Possibly acceleration looking to get one more, but the ball gets sent out. Ignite gonna be your winners here in game number 1.
I mean, Ignite, an impressive performance. We knew that, they were probably the favorite. I mean, a lot of people in chat were picking them. In the Discord, they were picking them. The odds were picking them. So, I mean, a lot of hype on Ignite, but I'm impressed with what Acceleration is able to do. It seemed like they were able to hang for 4 minutes in that game. It just came down to Rooney hitting that insane shot, and from there it just kind of snowballed. But one pop shot, putting in 3 goals. Need to see a little more from Fluffy and Fushiguro here, but all in all, a great first game here in the Novice League, and I'm curious to see if Acceleration is going to bounce back in game 2.
Yeah, I think that they will. It's hard to really pinpoint what happened there. Acceleration was doing so well. They actually came back from a 1 point deficit, or 2 times they came back from a 1 point deficit to tie it up. And then, like you said, Rooney just getting that. Oh my goodness. I'm having a novice moment.
Oh,
I'm
get out of there,
having a
Psycho! Get
novice
out of
moment.
there!
I'm sorry. But I was thinking about Rooney's shot, and I can't see straight right now. I'm hoping we get another one here. That was such a good shot, but like you said, it's sort of demor. Oh my goodness.
Well,
What are we doing?
well, they're scoring, it looks like, and that is a kickoff goal right off the bat. And Acceleration, you got to be careful here. You got to be careful. That was 2 seconds in. I think it's tied for the quickest goal we've had in Nemesis history. So congratulations. I think there's been a lot of quick 2-second goals like that, but impressive nonetheless here for Ignite. And if they can keep it rolling, it could be deadly his shots trying to come back from Acceleration.
Now, I hope that kickoff goal wasn't because I joined, because I know sometimes when you join and leave, it can mess up the kickoff.
No, it looked good.
Okay, perfect. I was gonna feel really bad there, so I'm glad that didn't happen. Oh man, novice moment. Rocker Man, you can take the psycho out of the novice, but you can't take novice out of the psycho.
That's true.
So.
It never really leaves you. You can never really escape. It's like the prospect meme, but there's always some novice hanging around. So you gotta, I understand.
100%. And I hope everybody else does at home. We are fully into this. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock now. Ignite up by 1, looking a lot like they were in game number 1. Let's see if Acceleration can do like they were doing and able to bring this back to a tie ball game, or is Ignite going to snowball this early in game number 2 as the miss comes out from Acceleration on the clear. Rooney's up, looking to follow, but one pop shot up there as well. Gonna hit the ball away from him. Vita trying to keep the pressure alive for Ignite. Rooney there as well. One pop shot. Awkward on the backboard. ItzCharles looking for a touch, but Fushiguro coming through, sending that ball all the way across into his corner. Fushiguro sticking with it off of the top of Vita. Are you Fluffy with the big touch out to the mid? One pop shots there, puts one on net, but ItzCharles makes the save. Fushiguro trying to keep it alive. Acceleration trying to pick up the pieces and get some offensive pressure going here, and they certainly need it. They finally gonna find the back of the net. Are you Fluffy getting the first goal for Acceleration?
This is a huge one. Acceleration really needing this game, and for their sake, hoping they get this game. I was gonna mention it off the get-go, Psycho, but ItzCharles, before he was casting his first match, way back in our first match of the night, around 7 Eastern, he was saying that they were playing for 2 hours straight to warm up, and that was before he even casted. So Psycho, they've been playing a lot of Rocket League, which I was gonna be concerned about here for Ignite, and if you play so much Rocket League, eventually you get fatigued out. So far, it seems okay, but I think for Acceleration, that can be key if they can keep the pressure on and keep the series extended for a while. In this one, I think they may be able to outlast Ignite just from that fact alone.
Yeah, and I mean the 2 hours of training, they ended that with a scrim against me and a couple of the ninjas, and They did pretty good, but I think that they had more of that fatigue that you were talking about. I didn't realize they'd been playing for 2 hours previous to that, but it kind of makes sense based on the performance that I saw. But that scrim, I would say, from what I'm seeing right here, definitely helped get Ignite ready for this acceleration team because they're playing a lot better than they were in that scrim. So we'll have to see if that is going to pay off for him. Charles looking dangerous there in front of his net, but he gets the touch. It goes up, and acceleration not able to find the back of the net again, though. They are not relinquishing their offensive pressure. Charles off the sidewall, gonna leave it. Are You Fluffy gets a touch. Fushiguro going in a little bit too early, but he's able to make something work with it. He's up. He gets another touch, but Vita takes it away from him. One pop shot, sticking with it is Charles. Takes it away. Rooni putting one on net. Fushiguro back to make the stop. 1:22 seconds left on the clock. We're still tied at 1 here, Rocker Man, and I can't tell if either of these teams have a clear advantage. The scoreboard is making me feel like acceleration is actually controlling the pace.
I'm scared right here, Psycho. Is last time you threw it to me at 120, we saw Rooni hit that insane read. But we'll see here. It's really even, and acceleration, despite the score being even, I think they've had the pressure here in the last couple of minutes. I mean, just this ball has not seemed to leave the Ignite half, and now as I say that, it finally does. So we'll see if acceleration can hold on, tie this series up, but they definitely have some momentum working their way right now.
And they only have to play smart here as, a big pass play coming out, but Vita making it back in time, making the save on the goal line for Ignite, keeping the score line at 1. Fushiguro coming in and missing the touch right there. And Ignite gonna clear his own teammate. Rooni just clears out his teammate. That almost turned into a conversion for acceleration there. But luckily for Ignite, it did not. And Vita now looking for a shot. It's gonna hit the post. Oh my goodness, Charles puts it up. It bounces off of Fluffy. That was dangerous, but Fluffy sustains pressure and keeps possession, and he's trying to stick with it. Vita to take it away from him. Nobody back, and oh my goodness.
That one hurts there, Psycho. Are You Fluffy trying to get out to his teammate, and the third man on the far left side of the field just leaving their net open, and now 1 second. Do they have a miracle? I don't know.
Do they? It's gonna take a miracle. It didn't go in their favor. They have to keep it up, and that's not looking good. And Ignite taking game number 2 off of acceleration, now sitting at match point, looking for the sweep.
Yeah, I mean, Ignite, they clutch up there at the end, but acceleration, you have to feel bad for him, Psycho. I mean, that was a game that they're going to tell you they should have won. I mean, they weren't winning at the very end, but they had it tied up, and it was surely going to head into overtime, but they triple commit, and that one just heartbreaking for acceleration, as that is not the way you want it to go down. And now, Psycho, will we see the second reverse sweep of the night? Acceleration, they have got to try to pull some sort of miracle out here to bring it back. But I mean, Psycho, if there is, a time when you're getting a reverse sweep, it's when these games are so close. These last couple of games, the first game was close until the very end, ended up a 2-goal margin, but this one was tied all the way down till pretty much the very end. So, when you get into these situations, I think this is, one of those times where a reverse sweep is definitely possible with the way acceleration has been playing.
Yeah, if acceleration's able to keep Rooni off the ball and not give him space to get mechanical, not give him space to get one of those pinch shots from wherever that came from, then I definitely think that they have a shot at this. As we saw there in game number 2, Rooni wasn't really at the top of the pack. He really wasn't that loud throughout that match. He was pretty quiet, and acceleration, kept up close to him because of it. So we'll have to see here. I think it's gonna not necessarily depend on Rooni, but I think how hard Ignite snowballs is gonna depend on if Rooni pops it.
Definitely. I mean, Rooni, he's the leading goal scorer for this Ignite team, and he is definitely a scary man. And when it comes down to it here, this game 3, Ignite, they want this sweep. They want to prove to everyone that their last couple of matches, it meant something here and keep their postseason hopes alive. and they're hoping to send Acceleration packing. But Acceleration, they've got to be feeling the nerves here, Psycho. I know if I were them, I would. You have to reverse sweep to stay alive in the postseason. The pressure is most definitely on, as this one is also on their net, but saved away. And Acceleration, they need to score first, Psycho. I want to see them score and get some momentum going their way.
Yeah, they do need that. And, you know, they do have a lot of pressure on their plates right now, or on their shoulders right now. And they have not started this game off in the first 60 seconds the way you want to start a game that is this important. So we'll have to see if they're able to pull back from that. There's been quite a few mistakes that, luckily for them, they haven't. Ignite hasn't capitalized on, but we'll see how that plays out for them in the future. Fushiguro putting it up, but Vita gets a flip reset and is able to get it past the offender there. Are You Fluffy taking control, trying to get the fake, but Vita taking it away from him, gets a huge bang off the top of his car. One pop shot, not going to allow him to get a shot on net. One pop, following it up into the corner, but Charles to take it away from him. Charles is just going to fake out Fushiguro, but he gets bumped off the ball. Good bump from Acceleration. Are You Fluffy trying to beat two of Ignite's players? Not going to get him beat. The ball has been going back and forth. ItzCharles might have something here. He gets the block on Fushiguro, but the ball's not going to go into the net. And we are now 2 minutes down here, Rocker Man. A 0-0 score so far. Not a lot going on, but almost some big things happening.
I got a little bit scared there for Acceleration after that miss. But they're really trying here as the net almost open. It's going to be a miss. ItzCharles might have the opportunity to follow, but it's blocked back down. It's still dangerous. Rooni is trying to come in, but Acceleration, they are holding on here. They're panicking a little bit, double committing even as Ignite is trying to put the pressure on. But I need to see one pop shop. He was the carry in the game one. He's pretty much been that guy all season. I want to see him get on the board here. And, you know, they've survived 3 minutes, but they have to be the ones to score first. You cannot let Ignite, you know, get that pressure on you and put you minutes away from elimination.
Yeah, that would be a heartbreaking thing to have to endure. And there you have it. One pop shop and Acceleration. Ask and you shall. Well, you wrote the script. You know what's happening.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes it just happens just like you write it down, Psycho. And that one, Acceleration, scoring first. One pop shop, scoring first. You know, that is just perfect, just like you want to see it. And if they can keep this up, they need to pad this lead if possible, but you know, the first goal, it's got to give them a lot of hopes here to try to keep this one going. We'll see if they can find another one to add to their total.
Yes, sir. The first goal and the first step towards on their road to reverse sweeping Ignite here, unless in the last 1 minute and 40 seconds, Ignite is able to score at least one goal to force the OT, possibly take the win in sweeping fashion away from Acceleration, knock them out of this play-in playoff scenario, send them packing. Or will Acceleration stay alive? Rooni trying to get a touch on the ball, trying to keep the pressure up for Ignite. Vita, the touch out of the corner, one pop shot to take it away from him. And Ignite, two of Ignite's players are there. Charles trying to get in front of that ball, get the stop in front of the net, but he can't find it. And Rooni gets bumped off of the ball, can't follow it. Fushiguro's there. He's looking like he gets a dribble past one. Can't do much else beyond that. Charles waited for it. Are You Fluffy came in with a huge shot, had an open net, but hit the post instead. 45 seconds left now on the clock. Acceleration only has to play smart at this point as they are leading by one. Rooni missing his touch. Fushiguro can't get it through the defense. One pop shot, not done, but it gets taken away from him. 30 seconds now, and Acceleration not letting up one bit, Rocker Man.
No, they're holding on, but oh no, ItzCharles has it open net on the counter. He's trying to pitch it in. It's on the goal line. It's going to go in. Rooni puts it home, and heartbreak. So many chances for Acceleration to add a second goal, and they get counterattacked on. Just pain all around as they're so close. But Rooni, he shuts them down, and oh my goodness, that is heartbreaking. But still 19 seconds. They're still tied, Psycho. They just need one. But oh, that one hurts a little bit here. But they can't think about that. They have to regain and get right back to their pressure here and see if they can win it in regulation.
They have to regain in the final 10 seconds. They can't let Ignite score. As Rooney takes it out of his own corner. Rooney putting all of his boost into it, but the ball gets sent away from him. Charles gonna let that one touch. So he's gonna let this go into an overtime in game number 3 here, Rocker Man. And this is tense.
This is tense. The play postseason hopes on the line is, oh my goodness, one pop shot. Be careful here. It's going back towards his net. But they're going to make a touch. But Rooney looking for the dagger. It's going to go in. Rooney ends the season of acceleration, and Ignite will sweep their way to Saturday night.
Pull out your brooms, ladies and gentlemen. Ignite getting the sweep on acceleration, sending them home, ending their season. And now Ignite's going to move forward. Saturday night, they're going to be playing against the Fusion for the 8th seed in the playoff tournament. Congratulations to Ignite on the big dub there. They definitely deserve it. They played out of their mind.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, an impressive performance. It looks like we'll probably get an interview here, but I mean, impressive performance from Ignite. They really did make a huge performance there, Psycho, and I mean, I just feel so bad for acceleration. I mean, they were so close there. They're leading with 20 seconds left, Psycho, and then they just overcommit again. It was the end of game 2. It was the end of game 3, and that is a heartbreaking way for your season to end right there. But it happens sometimes, and Ignite, they clutched up where it mattered.
Yeah, they certainly did. And acceleration, hey, hats off to them. They came out, they played hard, they played their hearts out. They did really good. Ignite just did a little bit better. Ignite just came, with more fire. They just wanted it more, and they got it. And I don't know if we can date that. I don't know if we can. Maybe this went all the way back to that Rooney shot, Rocker Man. Maybe that shot shook acceleration to its core.
Yeah, maybe it did. I mean, that's one of those ones that turns series around, Psycho, or one way or the other. And I mean, Rooney hit it, and I mean, just an impressive performance. And I think we're gonna get a quick interview going on here. We have ItzCharles waiting for us here, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get him in here. We got ItzCharles. He said he wanted to get an interview in here. He said he was gonna stare at the camera. Unfortunately, we don't have his camera up, but I think he has to say something. ItzCharles, how are you doing, my guy?
I think personally, I'm doing great, Rocker Man. Thank you for asking. I need everybody to know. I think we should start a Rooney fan page over here. Did you guys see that shot that he hit?
No, we
I don't know.
actually we
No,
didn't.
no.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
Oh,
we
well,
didn't see it.
I was
basically,
doing laundry back there. I wasn't
oh
able to
yeah.
watch it now.
Yeah.
So he basically just I don't even know what that shot was. I guarantee we were freaking out more than everybody else was. It was just absolutely wild. Rooney really showed up, and God, Vita, what a great player. I'm just so glad to have these teammates. Big win today, but just looking forward to winning more. Because that's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it definitely. Sorry, Psycho. I was gonna say definitely.
No, you're good.
I mean, that was just a huge performance. I know a lot of people were picking you guys, and you were telling me before. I brought this up a little bit. You said you guys were playing for 2 hours, but like before you even casted, what was the warm up routine today, and how do you think that affected you going into the match tonight?
I'm going to be honest. We kind of go into casual and we just talk and play Rocket League. I'm going to be honest. We dropped a lot of games. We actually lost one of the games like 8-2. So we're not like the best team to look at for like warming up wise, but just I guess it just kind of clicked. We had a film session with Smooth right before this. He really helped us with our defensive rotation. So shout out Smooth. But yeah, it just kind of all came together for us. I'm just glad to be a part of Ignite at the moment.
And now you already kind of mentioned this, but I just got to bring it up again. The shot from Rooney, how amazing that shot was. And I know you said that, start a fan club, I have to assume y'all's comms absolutely exploded, but like decibel levels where y'all like, can you hear right now? Or because I mean, if I was in there with you, you wouldn't be able to hear right now because I would have swallowed the mic and screamed as loud as I could.
I think my ears are a little damaged, but actually I didn't see the shot until the replay because I was going back and grabbing boosts, but Vita was flipping out. He was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I was just I look at the replay and I was in shock. I was like, "What just happened?" I mean, just insane. And I just want to put this out there. Rooney was freaking out himself. I don't think he really expected to hit that cracked of a shot.
And so now that y'all have won here, y'all move forward to play against Diffusion on Saturday. And if you're able to win that, you're going to move forward and secure the 8th seed and be playing against the number 1 seeded Pawns. How confident are y'all that you're going to be able to beat Diffusion on Saturday?
Honestly, I'm not really focused on trying to get to Pawns. I'm really just focused on Diffusion. They're a great squad. We beat them in the regular season, but they're definitely a different team. Cool Sox is just an outstanding player along with the rest of his squad. So just really looking forward to have a chance to compete, because that's just what this all is all about. Just competing and taking Rocket League to the next level. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who came out and supported us today. It meant a lot, just and we'll try to win more games.
Yeah, I don't have anything else psycho for me, but I just want to say, Charles, congratulations. I'm looking forward to you guys being my underdog team. I put you guys all the way. No pressure, but I think you guys can do it. I mean, congratulations on the win, and hopefully we'll see more from you guys going forward.
All right. Thank you.
All right, well there you go, Psycho. That was ItzCharles. I mean, what a performance from them tonight. I mean, just outstanding.
Yeah, you love to see the Novice League matches that go so well. I was actually just, like I said, we were me and a couple of the ninjas were playing against Ignite, and I was talking with the ninjas, and they were saying, hey, are you're casting the Novice League? Yeah, I said, yeah. And they said, oh, you excited? I said, like, yeah, it's kind of boring sometimes. Oh, really, really? I said, but sometimes Novice, they pop off. They have amazing games, and that's what Ignite just did here tonight. They just gave us some great content, which just goes to show you don't have to be double, triple, quadruple flip reset and banging musty double touches off the backboard to just bring good, solid Rocket League content for the people. And Ignite definitely showed us that you can do that.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, you got to give them props. I mean, it's been a great play-in tournament so far. We've had a magnitude of game fives. An impressive shot from Rooney in this game. I know he's watching that one back. He's gonna watch that one back a million times. I know if I was him, I'd be watching that shot back over. I'd be posting the clips channel, be posting all over the place, because that was absolutely insane. And Ignite, their spirits have got to be high on the win streak, and they've got to be ready for Saturday night, which is exciting. And it's like we still have one more matchup coming tonight, so things aren't even over for the first the first 2 nights of the play-ins.
Yes, we do. We have our final match of the night. Whenever we come back from our break, we'll be going into the Prospect League. We've got the Rooks going up against Velocity, and that is one of the more highly anticipated matches of the night from what I've been hearing around the Discord, Rocker.
Yeah, no, it should be a good one. You got Velocity, the defending champs. There was a lot of hype about the Rooks. I know Bubbly in the chess hall. They bring the viewers. They bring the hype, rooting on their org. So I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
Yeah, I certainly am as well. And I hope everybody in the chat is as well. I appreciate everybody coming out to support us. We're going to be taking a small little break here, probably about 6 or 7 minutes. If you need to use the bathroom, get a refill on that drink, get a refill on that snacks before we come back to the Prospect League. Rocker Man, I appreciate you joining me here in the booth. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir, Psycho. It was a great match, and looking forward to see what we got next.